Well, students, we're gonna have fun working on some snowmen today. I think it's the easiest when you're working on this, if we're cutting these shapes out, sometimes to cut them. So I just have the big one on one, the medium one on another, and the small one on one. So when you're cutting this out, please remember to put your thumb in the small hole, your fingers in the big hole. You're always doing a thumbs up to cut these out. And I have my paper here going the long way. So I'm gonna find the biggest oval shape, which is this one, and I'm gonna cut around it to keep the black line on the shape. I'm gonna work my way around it carefully. And once I have this one cut, then I'm gonna make a little scrap pile. So I'll put my scraps next to me. And I'm not gonna glue it yet. I'm just gonna get everything cut, and it's gonna go from the biggest one to the medium one to the small one. Biggest to smallest. I'm working my way around, cutting this carefully. Once I have this one cut, working my way around. Put that one in my scrap pile. That one's gonna go up on this one. And then I'm gonna do my last one. I'm gonna do a bad example on this one just to make sure that we don't have this problem. I've had some students where they go a little bit too fast and then they have all this white around it. If you have all that white space around it, I'm gonna ask you to trim it up a little more carefully. So keep the black line on the shape, but cut the extra white part off the edges, okay? Once I have done that, then I'm going to start gluing. And I'm gonna glue the biggest one first, because that one's on the bottom. So I'm gonna take my glue, take the cap, only turn it up a little bit. Don't turn it up a bunch like this, because it'll get smushed. So just turn it up a little bit, and then I'm gonna put my glue on the oval. Please do not put glue on the blue paper. Always on the oval, gluing the middle, but the sides are always the most important part. And I'm gonna go around them probably 2 or 3 times. If you get a little bit of glue on your desk, that's okay. Just try not to get a bunch on your desk. I'm gonna put that one near the bottom. Take that and press it down. Try to get any of the wrinkles out. That's why I'm kind of smoothing it from the middle out to the sides. Then I'm gonna take this. I don't wanna put this right on the sticky spot. I can see the middle is clean. So here, I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna glue the middle a little bit, and then I'm gonna glue around the sides at least 2 or 3 times. Then I'm gonna take this one, and I'm gonna have it touch this one just a little bit, and then I'm gonna press this one down from the middle out to the edges. Then I'm gonna do the last one, glue the middle. You can see my glue is running out, so I just turn it up just a little bit more, that's it. Go around the sides at least 2 times. I wouldn't put it way up here. I don't want to have blue space there. I want to make sure that they're touching each other, just like I was building a real snowman. When you have this done and everything is glued good, turn your glue down, put your cap on, put your glue and your scissors away. The scraps that I have here, I'm gonna throw those away so I have a clean work area. Once I have that done, I'm gonna draw my snowman. So I'm gonna think about the parts that we already talked about, that we brainstormed. We said, snowman, I'll give you a marker to draw it. So I can draw this out, and I'm gonna draw maybe a triangle shape for the carrot nose. I think this guy would look cool with some sunglasses. You could do eyes. I'm gonna have some shiny spots on his eye, on his glasses here, or on his sunglasses. And then snowmen often have a dotted line for the mouth, so I'm gonna draw some dots for his mouth. And I wanna keep his head warm, so I'm gonna put a hat on his head. I'm gonna put a top on it. Maybe a little puff ball on the top. And then I think I'm gonna draw some lines on his hat. And I'm gonna put some dots on his hat too. Now I need to think about what else is gonna go on my snowman. I'm gonna have a scarf, so I'm just using shapes. I'm gonna use a rectangle and a circle and another rectangle. And then I'm gonna put some broken lines on it. I might put some diagonal lines or some circles inside. So adding extra detail. Then I wanna make sure he has some buttons. Sometimes I like to have a big button with a small button inside. He might have a belt, so I might use a square and some rectangles. I wanna keep his feet warm, so I'm gonna do some boots and put some grippers on his boots so he doesn't slip on the ice. And now I'm noticing he needs some arms. So I'm gonna draw maybe this arm up like he's waving. Keep his hands warm with some mittens. Maybe this arm's gonna be down. Now that I have my snowman drawn, I would like you to get a snow hill in here. My snow hill is gonna be, this is the bottom, this is the top, this is about halfway. So my snow hill is just gonna be a curvy line. It's gonna stop when it gets to my snowman. I wouldn't draw it on my snowman. And then I'm gonna have my snow hill go to the other side. Now on the snow hill, you can put things. Yours is gonna be different than mine. So if you wanna do a tree, maybe I'm gonna decorate this tree with some zigzag lines. Maybe it's gonna have some lights or something on it for the holiday time. If you want to do a, I think I'm gonna put a house in mine. But sometimes I've had students do like a snow fort or something else on this snowy line. I'm gonna do some windows on my house and just put smaller ones inside of the bigger ones. So all those details kind of make it look cool. And then put a doorknob on here. Maybe some smoke, maybe they're having a fire inside to keep them nice and toasty and warm. After I have this done, I'm gonna think about what's gonna go in my sky. I would like to do maybe some clouds, and I'm gonna maybe have the sun peeking out here because it's gonna be snowing a little bit, so there's sun and clouds. I'm gonna put another cloud over here. And then let's make some snowflakes falling from the sky. So I can do just like an X with a line through it. And sometimes I'll put little dots on the ends of them. Then I could do another one over here, an X, and then put a line through it. You can even put some of those snowy lines, or the snowflakes falling from the sky and down closer to the land, okay? Now, once I have, I'm gonna put a sidewalk on here too. Put another snowflake over here. If you wanna put any snowballs in it, or if you want to do, sometimes I'll have like footprints from the kids that were walking around making the snowman in the snow. Or if I want to put some snowballs in here too. When you have it drawn, oh, I always love to draw wind. Wind is always one of my favorites. So sometimes when it's snowy, put a little bit of wind in the sky. When you have this done, if there's time, you can start adding a little bit of color. You do not need to color a bunch of it today. Next time we'll work on adding more color. So don't color anything around your snowman. If you end up having time, you can work on doing some of the details on your snowman. But snow is white, so I'm not gonna color all of my snowman. If I wanted to do the sunglasses, sure, because those are one of the details on my snowman. but I'm not gonna color his whole face or his whole body. If I wanna work on doing the dots for the mouth, I could do that because that's part of the detail. If I wanted to work on adding some color to his hat, yeah, that's fine. But just do it carefully. I'm gonna turn this into a pattern of, I'm gonna do green and red. Kind of for the holiday time, maybe. So then I've got green, red, green, red, green, red, and then I'm gonna make the top of it green, of it red too. You can see I'm going around those dots carefully and coloring it in the best that I can. Now, if I have all of that done, then you could move down and add a little bit of color to the scarf or to the buttons. I think that I'm gonna do maybe some, we'll do some blue on his scarf and make this another one of those patterns of, I think, blue, and then we'll do blue and pink for his scarf. Okay. Maybe a little more blue in here. And I think I want to do some red buttons for him. I'm gonna carry that idea from the top, red and green buttons. Maybe a brown belt with an orange buckle or something, okay? So we'll keep working on these next time. We don't need to get it all colored. We can just get to a good spot to stop. But if you have time, you could color in the details. I'm not gonna color it here. I'm not gonna color it here. I'm not gonna color it here. I'm just working on coloring maybe the boots, the belt, the buttons, the scarf, the carrot nose, the hat, maybe the mittens. I'm not coloring all of this stuff either because we'll save that stuff for next time. So let's have fun working on these snowmen.